Today I got home early and well, I wasn't even supposed to be working today, but anyway, I got home early and I said, you know what? Everybody's busy, everybody's doing something. I was like, let me go ahead and start finishing up these songs that I started. So I made this song particularly in reference to marriage. And what it's really talking about is basically like when you first met your husband, when you first met your wife, and everything you went through with emotions, like the butterflies and everything. And then it's talking about how we witnessed the wedding, like we really witnessed these two becoming one flesh. The only thing is that I never completed the song. Now, if y'all know and you've listened to my walk, at one point in time, I used to do music with my husband. My husband used to be my producer, and he was by far one of the best producers that I've ever worked with. He was the best guitarist that I've ever worked with. But anyway, so this was a song that I did literally. I want to say I did this song last year. I did do this song last year, but I never finished it. And the reason why is because I've been working and I realized like I really enjoy making music. I really enjoy making music. But this song particularly I did in reference to marriage, capturing these two walking down the aisle and becoming one flesh. So I wanted to share this song with y'all, but the song is not completed. So I'm just going to play it until you can tell it's not completed, but I still like it though. Remember the first time when you met your husband, when you met your wife, and God joined you? Remember? And you know exactly who I'm talking about. Do you remember way back when you met your significant other in love? So in love. Her smile, the way you laugh, you're in love. So in love. So I never finished this song. I like this song. The song to me, it represents marriage. And y'all, before I get off this phone, today I got an awesome phone call from Joyce. And Joyce, I have to say that I was thrilled to hear that for real, I was so thrilled to get that phone call from you. Um, it's been it's been definitely a challenge with being a put away wife and being able to relate with you because you dealt with the same changes, and for us to really converse, especially when we were the way we felt, about the situation with Sister Beverly saying how she reached out to her husband and how we all just felt hurt with that. And it really makes me feel like, I'm not alone, in iron sharpens iron, especially with this walk with put away wives and adultery and going through life, keeping God's commandments. So anyway, so this was, I want to say thank you for giving me a call, because you don't even know, like, at times I really felt like, I don't feel like talking about the subject no more. It's just like, it is what it is. This is my walk. But it was very refreshing to know that you're not the only one that's going through it. But I wanted to share my my song that I have started, especially with marriage, talking about witnessing two people becoming one flesh, and what God has joined, let no man touch. And this is just my walk. Well, I'm hoping later on down the line that I can actually put out some music that can relate to those who are walking in that walk. Music is something that I enjoyed doing. And to be very honest with you, it's been so long since I've been able to really sit down and to actually do music, because when I tell you I've been grinding, when I mean grinding, I've been working, y'all. I've been working overtime, and now I'm not even getting paid for overtime. And I'll be listening to certain songs, and I'm like, man, I remember when I loved doing music, and I especially love doing music with my husband. Like, I love doing music with my husband. Like, really. As a matter of fact, before I get off, I'm going to let y'all listen to a song that my husband produced, and we were on it, because I don't think I've ever shared that. So, like, hold one moment. Hold on. Hold your horses. This song right here is called Let's Go. Originally, me and my husband was supposed to be doing it we did this song to put it down, but secretly the song was actually written for him, because I just thought he was just so fly. And it's called Let's Go. Let me see. And when I tell you, my husband, the way he played that guitar, there's nobody else that could play that guitar like that. The way he was like, dun 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 dun. Like, when I tell you, is it on here? This song is the song that me and my husband did. My husband actually produced it, and he played the guitar on it. I wrote the vocals to it. But secretly, he did not know that literally I was writing the vocals about him. I can hear your heartbeat, but you're nowhere near me. You're my little secret, but I just can't keep it. Let's go. So this is when I literally first met him. So I wanted to share this one too. Hold on. Hold on. Can I get it? Oh, duh. Let me rewind the song back. So this is the song he did.
I can hear your heartbeat, but you're nowhere near me. You're my little secret. I just cannot keep it. So let's go. Let's go. can't ignore. She is not the one for you. Nothing to her, she's just a fool. I'm the type, make her do what it do. Make you feel so brand new. We go back like preschool. I'm so nervous, he's so cool. I just wanna live again. Can I breathe again? Walk in the room, let's go dim. Ask the people, have you been? I can't pretend, I just wanna go. It's just a mess. Come to me, that's all I ask. I'll check, yes, I'll give you a chance. I'm your biggest loyal fan. You're not your other half. Twilight, Superman. Greatest crush I ever have. Your love drop me mad. Took me like spray, but can't wait to see you later. You're my prince. Kiss me, let's go. You're nowhere near me. You're my little secret, but I just can't keep it. So let's go.
So that was the song that we did. We did a lot of songs. As a matter of fact, a lot of the music he made. He did this song too. He did Checkmate. He did a lot of the old songs I used to do. Now, grant the fact that I do not do this type of music anymore. Like Checkmate, this was like more of a. But my husband did it. So that was a song that my husband actually produced as well. Now, the thing is that I don't do songs like that anymore. It's more so like I want to do songs really pertaining towards to marriage and glorifying God. When me and my husband was doing songs, we were more so doing songs that was really worldly. But these were the songs that he actually did, and so I just wanted to share. This is one of the songs that he did.
I was due for a change, long overdue. Can't believe the games that he played the voodoo. When he left, I started acting cuckoo until I heard the sermon. Back with vengeance like Uma Thurman. Beyond Usher, he's still running. make your next move.
So again, this song, that particular song was a song that me and him did way back in the day. So of course, the way my life is right now, I don't do music that was, and actually that was a song about heartbreak or whatever. Grass ain't green on the other side, thorns, rocks, and a mudslide. But my husband actually did the beat to that song, and I actually did the lyrics to the song. So he was one of the greatest guitarists that I've ever met, and he actually did really good. He had really nice beats, and as matter of fact, I still have some beats too that he had that I just did not get a chance to figure that. I mean, not figure, but finish. That type of music I do not perform anymore because it's just not there anymore. It's, to me, is just in the world. But that was a song that me and him we did when we were together. So anywho, so I was working on the other songs that I had showed y'all. Or the other song that I showed y'all, but I never completed it because I just been so busy. And I remember loving performing. And to be honest with you, I really didn't. Some days I didn't want to perform. I only did it because I figured like if we made a lot of money, it would really help my family and my friends out. And then I really enjoyed doing music because I enjoyed doing it with the person that I loved. And me and him, we would get together and make great music. And then somewhere along the line, um, we just didn't have that. We had the studio in the basement, but we wasn't putting music down the way we used to. But when we did, we did. And um, even though I don't perform, I decided to do, more so music that's a little bit more um, pertaining to like marriage and stuff like that. And from time to time, I do listen to, some of the music that me and him we made together because after all, it was the music that me and him made together. I remember sharing that with a friend of mine, and he was like, not a friend, but I guess you would call a friend. But I remember sharing the music with somebody, with letting them listen to what me and my husband had did, and he was like, "You know what? I heard, you told me about your marriage and everything, but this is really sad. It's really sad because both of y'all had a talent together." And so now I just find myself, just when on my spare time coming into my office/studio, and I may just go ahead and start singing and duetting a song. Um, but I just, for some odd reason, I just can't seem to finish it. I cannot seem to finish it. And one thing I would honestly say is that my husband at one point in time, not one, my husband, he was a very perfectionist about like his music. He would literally finish the beat to the end. And yeah, so we did a lot of music. And later on, once we really started taking our walk with Christ very seriously, we didn't do the worldly music anymore. We more so did music pertaining towards the Lord. And now I find myself doing more so music that's just like, about him. So not him, but mainly like mainly about, like the real stuff, I suppose. Hold on. Don't say. So, but the thing is that my husband, he knew how to work this Logic Pro type stuff. I'm, back in the day, I used to know how to do, but this is another song too that I started but never finished it. this is a song that I definitely need to work on. But if my husband had this beat or whatever, like the way he had that perfectionist type of thing going on, it would just be like that. But anyway, so I wanted to share with y'all the vocals that I had did. Don't save the don't save. So the vocals that I did when I was with my husband. Well, no. I'm sorry. What is it? But I never finished it, and I find myself I find myself starting a lot of songs, but I just don't finish it. And I'm hoping that one day I will finish an entire album or song, especially pertaining towards marriage, put away, divorce, will build a divorce, and adultery, reconciliation, you know. Well, I'm glad you on, blessed. um, but yeah.
Remember the first time?
Remember when y'all met your husband and you met your wife? Remember that?
And God joined you.
Remember when he joined you?
And you know exactly who I'm talking about.
So I hope to finish this song.
Do you remember way back when you met your significant other in love? So in love.
Thank you, sis.
Hurts now the way you lie. You know we're in love. So in love.
We witnessed them become one flesh. What God has joined, let no one touch. Yeah. What God has joined. So anyway, I hope to finish it. And I have to honestly say, if my husband was really doing this track, like he would have finished this. Like he was just that good. But I just need to find time for it. But anyway, so thank you very much. I literally did this last year, and it's this year, and look at all of this space that need to be finished. Look at all this space that need to be finished. I think it's a very nice song because sometimes when I find myself like driving, I listen to it and I'm like, that's, it really reminds me. And I did it in marriages with marriage in mind, looking at other people's marriages and how we witness these two become one flesh. And just remembering when you met your spouse, remember at that time, like the way the way she smiled and the way that he laughed, you know what I mean? And we witnessed these two becoming one flesh. So, yeah, I'm praying that this year I'll go ahead and complete it. I just need to complete it. I got a lot of songs on here that I just have not completed. And I realized, like, sometimes we get so caught up in the grind of working, the 9 to 5, the everyday trying to do, we forget all of the things that we really enjoy doing. Like, I really enjoyed making music. I really enjoyed making music with my husband. I really did. I enjoyed, even back then, even though we don't do worldly music, is that I really enjoyed performing with him. Like, that was the best. And I don't think we performed, no, we didn't perform when we got married, but we were performing when we were engaged. And it was just like us together making music. It was just really awesome. And I almost forgot, but I know when we went to court, they were talking about the instruments and everything. And I remember saying, and God brought it to my memory, tell them who was the artist. And I remember saying, cross-examining my husband and saying, this music equipment that you're inquiring, who was the artist? He was like, who was the producer? I don't think it threw his lawyers off when they realized, wait a minute, y'all did an album together. But anywho, so we made really good music together. Like, there's some songs, y'all. There's this one song where it's called It's You. I've been trying to look for this song, and this song he produced, and I wrote the song, and it was literally talking about my husband. Even the Let's Go song was talking about my husband. That's when I had a crush on him. Like, I really thought he was just like the thing. You know what I mean? So we went ahead and we made music, and we would go out and we would literally rock shows out. They was just like blown away with his guitaring and producing and my vocal and just the whole works. But again, we didn't do the worldly music anymore. It's more so we tried to do music more so for God. And then it seemed like when he started to make music and beats pertaining to God, it's like the enemy didn't want that. He really didn't want that. And so, anywho, so this is one of the songs that I did in pertaining to marriage. Still need some work on the vocal side of it. I don't know how my husband did it. Like, he wouldn't know how to level it out, and I guess it takes a lot of learning how to do that. But on my spare time, that is one of my hobbies, is that I will get on the mic and I would just freestyle it. I'll just write and freestyle it. I just need to finish it through like I used to. And it just seemed like lately I just haven't had really more of a song in my heart, but I definitely would like to do an album pertaining towards, the put away wife, marriage, adultery, reconciliation, glorifying God through it all. And I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to do it. Because even I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I find myself at work and I'm just like, I don't like this. I'm like, I want to go outside and play. I wanna just have fun and just do some music. But that was something that we really, and the cool thing about it was, you know, we were married. Well, we're married, but that's my covenant husband. But at that time, we were on the same roof. We had a studio in the basement. So whenever we wanted to go and just go to the studio and be creative, it was just there. But God did not skip a beat, because he still said, okay, Mona, you want to make music? Make music. If you want to make music, you got a mic, you can make music. Um, I just need to find the time to do it. But I really do miss it. I really do miss um the songs that we used to do. Well, I don't really, more so with the songs that we used to do. Those songs are real songs, regardless of what anyone can say. Like, those songs was real songs. Let's Go was literally, he doesn't know it, but that was a song that I secretly had a crush on him. And this is before we got engaged. And it was like, I can hear your heartbeat, but you're nowhere near me. And even now, sometimes I think about that. And I think about like how he did the guitar on there, and how how he did certain things. He did a song And the song was called Mona's Eyes. Unfortunately, I do not have, I don't even know where to find that song, but he made that song for me. And it was called Mona's Eyes. And I just cannot I can't find it. But anywho, so in my spare time, that's something I like to do when I do have time. And I really wish I really wish I had more time to do it. Like, and I'm gonna plan more time because I'm gonna be very honest, y'all. I want to go out and play. I want to play double dutch with my friends. I want to just, you know, have a good time, and I just need to have time to just finish it. When I tell you, he was, thank you. Thank you. When I tell you he is the most talented man I've ever met, he was, my husband is very smart. Like, I looked up to him, like, really looked up to him. And when I would ask him questions, he never looked at me like I was dumb. He would answer me in such a gentle way, but very intelligent. And when I tell you the music that he would make, the beats that he would make, I'd be like, wow, like, how did you do this? Um, but he was definitely a gift from God, and I really thank God for him. And I'm hoping that I can, get that creativity and have the time to finish the projects that I really would like to do. And it's especially for y'all because a lot of y'all going through a situation right now where a lot of people don't want to admit it. A lot of people have, well, no, I can't say that because the body of Christ, you guys are admitting is that you're going through the same thing. And like I said, when I spoke to Joyce today, when she gave me a call and she said, I saw your stuff pop up, and maybe that meant for you to, maybe that meant for me to give you a call. Y'all, when she called me, I was like, even I was thinking two things. First of all, I don't owe no bill, so this can't be no bill collector. And sometimes I would answer phone calls because I was like, maybe it's my husband or who knows. So I'm like, hello? And she was like, is this Mona? And she was like, she looks at the shows, and when she looks at my content on YouTube, and she just wanted to give me some encouragement. And I really appreciate that because I'm gonna tell you something. There was a point where I was just like, I don't feel like talking about this no more. I don't feel like doing this, whatever. I'm just going to walk my walk. It is what it is. But to know that there's women out there who are going through what you're going through, who are standing their ground on marriage, put away wives, still praying for their husbands who despise them. I cannot tell you how good it feels to know that you're not alone in your walk. And I was telling her, iron sharpens iron. And sometimes when you get the courage and thank you so much. Thank you so much for the Cash App. But I'm going to tell you, Cash App, the food for the poor, they need it. But I want to say, sister, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. God bless you. Because when I tell you, y'all really do like make me like, okay, I'm not alone in my walk. I'm not alone in this. And so God is just so good. God is just so good. And he is a faithful God. And so when she called, I was just like, oh my goodness. And she was like, I've been watching your stuff, and Symphony get big, and I pray for you and your husband. And I'm just like, God, like the Lord knows when to send that encouragement at the right time. And it lets it be known that what you're saying, what you're doing, God is with you because there are others just like you. Like today, I was looking at another sister in Christ. I was looking at her video, and she's a put away wife, and she was talking about how divorce is wrong and what it does to the generation and to the children. And I'm listening like, that's right, that's right. And I'm like, amen. And I remember when she was putting out content on it, and I'm just so grateful to know that I'm not alone in my walk. And again, I may not ever hear from my husband, but he, just like your husband, he meant so much to me. He was just one of those men that, not just one of those men, he was my husband that I really looked up to. And he made beautiful music. He made beautiful music. And that even recently when I was able to see what he was putting out, he was putting out gospel music. So, I'm just grateful for that. Um, but I am hoping to finish this. So I wanted to share it with y'all. I was hoping that it was going to be completed. Instead of a 16 bar, I need to complete it. Okay, I need to complete it. And once I complete it, I'll definitely let you, ladies and gentlemen, know, that it's completed. And probably put like a story to it, especially as dealing with this walk, picking up your cross and moving forward. But again, I want to thank y'all so much for just like call me bless you off the chain in my motherly voice, laugh out loud. But I thank y'all so much. But anyway, I wanted to share that with y'all. So hopefully, if I can find my mic, which I don't think I can. Look at y'all. Look at this. Let me tell you something. My mother said that, and my father says that. I hope he does come back. I ain't gonna lie. So I could be like, Dad, boy, it took you a long time. But I don't know. I don't think my husband, well, I don't know. I got to keep faith. I hope and pray that my husband does come so we can be friends. We ain't got to be under the same roof. I don't think we're going to be under the same roof, but it'd be cool to like hear him, like hear his voice. My husband had a very soothing voice, and he would do this, like he would kiss me on my forehead. And I thought it was such an innocent kiss. He also used to open up the door. No matter where we went, he would open up the door. He was such a gentleman. He would mow the lawn and be like, Madame. But he would be like, babe, check out the grass. And I'd be like, babe, that looks great. He was just like one of those. He would say cheese ball all the time. He was just such a cheesy person, but I appreciated him. And he was very encouraging, a very encouraging person. That when everything went the way it did, I knew it was in him. Like he wasn't that type of person. And so those are the memories that I like to keep of him. He was a very kind husband. And he was a husband that had strength too, that I looked up to. And, I've accepted the fact that if he never comes around, that I was very privileged enough that he was my husband. He is my husband. And to be faithful until the end. But he's like, when I tell you the thing is that when he would make music, he would be like, okay, you want to go, and I'm like, okay, he would tell me where to go, put the vocals this way. Like he just had that type of talent. And he was always prompt on time, always ironing his shirts. And if he had to be to work 9 in the morning, he was already out the door 5:30 in the morning. He already made sure that his stuff was on time. Even when we went to church, he was on time. Like, okay, baby, let's go. He was on time. And I appreciate that. I really do. Um, but again, this is a walk where I have to understand that my husband may not come around. And at one point in time, I really thought that he was going to be there. I thought it was going to happen within a week, 30 days, a year. And then, the seasons changed, and here I am almost 7 years. I still have hope, but I'm at peace with my walk. Even if it doesn't turn out the way I wanted it to be. Because I have to be very honest with you. Sometimes I'm grateful to be where I'm at. I'm grateful to know that God is with me. And even with my hobbies, God is like, Mona, you can still make music if you want. And that's what I've been thinking about lately, is just spending more time with my daughter and doing the things that I love to do. Like, I really love making music. I really like, planting flowers and being in my garden and being, I really like doing that. And even I have to ask myself, even with the current situation in my position right now, I don't want to feel like I'm losing all of the things that I enjoy doing just to make a buck, because God can give you peace in what you do, and not, you work smart but not hard, should I say. And even with my own business that I've been trying to pursue for a while. But anyway, so I just wanted to share that song. I was hoping to share it completely done, but it's not. His sis Mona, his parents will have to answer to God for their involvement. You always spoke well of your husband. Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you. He's gonna have to answer to that. And I don't know if I shared with y'all, but maybe about 2 years ago, not even two, had to be like maybe 3 years ago, I had a dream when my husband he gave me a hug, and he said, I'm so sorry for what my father did. And he apologized about the involvement of my father-in-law. And I remember later on giving my father-in-law a hug in my dream, and I forgave him for what he did. So I forgive it. I really do. Because I also would say that if it wasn't for the trials that I went through, I would not be on this platform speaking to anyone. I mean, if my husband never put me away or gave me my bill of divorce, I wouldn't be on YouTube talking about this. So I give the glory to God that he revealed to me just how sacred marriage is, and being able to speak to people about that. So I feel like it was done in a way to get the word out, even though I was shown that YouTube blocks my content on it because it's just that serious. But anyway, so I just wanted to share that. Hopefully I'll be able to finish this song. I'll be able to finish this song and actually be able to complete a marriage CD that I want to do, but who knows? But yeah.
The first time when you met your husband, when you met your wife, and God joined you, remember? And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Do you remember way back when you met your significant other in love? So in love, her pink sparks blast, her smile the way you Dim